Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we've got a little different kind of look and feel out there this morning. For one, those temperatures way up for a December morning, especially compared to where we were just 2 days ago, or even yesterday. It was a little chilly, even with temperatures that were near 50. Today, they're way up in the 60s, and I think we're going to get highs into the mid-70s, even with all the clouds and the looming threat of incoming showers. Overnight tonight, these temperatures aren't going to fall that far at all. It's going to be a little muggy, believe it or not, for a December morning, and we're going to talk about some pretty good chances for some pretty good soaking rain early tomorrow. So we've got things we'll be keeping our eyes on. Right now, any of the rain that I see is north of Albany, north of Dothan. There's not much in our area. That was the case yesterday. It's what we expect to happen. It's kind of going around our area. The whole energy's got to move a little bit more east. It's struggling. I mean, it's moving slow, and that's part of the reason why when it does get wherever it's going, it's going to bring with it some pretty good chances for some pretty good rainfall accumulations. Now, there absolutely can be some scattered showers that develop out ahead of the main stuff, and I think there'll be some at times today. But today is more about clouds than about rain. I think it's overnight tonight and maybe for the first half or 2/3 of tomorrow that we have the better chances for the most precipitation. We're talking 68 degrees to get started at the Tallahassee airport. It's December 10th, so way warmer than it should be. That'd be warm for a daytime high. We've got it at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 61 degrees in Valdosta. It's a pretty good breeze out of the south. We see those dew point numbers upper 50s to mid 60s. So the air is definitely a lot more conducive to let showers make it down from the clouds. That was one of the issues yesterday. While there was a bunch of moisture up there wasn't enough down here, so we couldn't make it all the way down. Today, we're not going to have that problem. So if we do start to see a few showers, yeah, I would expect them, but I think the best chances for the most rain, maybe this time tomorrow through lunchtime. It's 67 in Mariana, 66 for Bainbridge. Moultrie's only at 63. Live Oak is the cool spot at 59, so it gets a little cooler when you move a little bit more toward the east. The breeze from the south up to 14 or 15 miles per hour. It will be breezy at times today. I don't expect there to be any fog, even with the increase in moisture. When you have that breeze, likely not going to find fog. Doesn't look like any kind of big-time organized soaking event here, but we've got a lot of energy, and we have that boundary that is very slowly making its way east. So that soggy setup continues. That surge of warm, humid, and unstable air is in place. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple of bigger thunderstorms mixed in there at points to our west today and maybe in our area tomorrow morning. That should exit the area slowly tomorrow. Once it does, the cooler and drier air tries to rush back in, and we're going to wake up and feel totally different on Thursday morning. I like the way the Futurecast is handling this with a couple of pop-up showers at times during the afternoon and evening hours tonight. But really, by the time we get to this time tomorrow morning, maybe even a little earlier than this time tomorrow, I think there's going to be some pretty good waves of rain out there, and they're likely going to linger maybe all the way till lunchtime. Then the winds turn around, and here comes the drier, cooler air. It'll be in by tomorrow night, so that means we clear out, and we have a very different look and feel for Thursday and Friday. And then things will slowly start to warm up again as we head into the weekend. It's not going to stay cold, but it's going to be a reminder that it is the middle of December, and we're going to feel that quite a bit, especially after a couple of warmer days like we had yesterday and we're going to have today. When that cooler air rushes in, it really makes you remember that it's December. South breezes on the Gulf today, 10 to 20. Seas 2 to 4 feet. We'll put a light to moderate chop in the protected waters. I think a lot of us this morning, just cloudy. It's going to be warm. Most of us in the 60s. The rain chances start to ratchet up from 30% to 40, 50, 60% as the day goes on. A lot of us, though, are going to make it to 75, 76 degrees this afternoon, so warm, especially for the middle of December. Tonight, those shower chances ramp up, and I think we're going to all get wet at points early tomorrow morning and into the early afternoon hours. It will be gone soonest in the west. It will take the longest to get to where you are in the east. So eastern areas may have to wait until after sunrise tomorrow to get those waves of rain, while western sections get it after midnight. But then western sections will be done with the rain maybe before lunchtime tomorrow, while eastern sections not so much. So that's the way these rains will be moving, and I do think we could get a couple of inches in spots. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that. We'll be looking for a couple of thunderstorms too. Once we get past that rain, clearer, brighter, drier, cooler for Thursday and Friday, and then we moderate a little bit more for what should be a pretty nice looking weekend.